Hey everyone, happy Labor Day. I hope you're having a great day. Just me and the dogs. Today we're going to talk about building trust when faith is unsteady. Mark 9:21 through 24. Since trust in God is foundational for Christians, the consequences of unwavering faith can be far-reached sometimes. After praying for direction, we might receive an answer that leads us to think, I can't do that. So instead of obeying and asking God for strength, our faith wavers. We choose to postpone or compromise our obedience. But partial obedience is actually disobedience, and our faith falters. It can result in poor choices that prove costly. For example, the Israelites wandered 40 years in the desert because the nation allowed unbelief to overtake their faith. Their wavering trust made them miss out on God's intended blessings. When we're spiritually unsteady, we can easily be shaken by little things. Instead of standing firm, we may find our confidence eroding. Instead of standing firm, we may become less willing to take a risk when God asks us to do so. Rather than acting with total confidence and certainty, we will doubt what we are hearing from the Lord. We may also find our joy diminishing because the faith that we once had that led us in confidence will lead us away from God's will. Hebrews 10:23. That once inner peace that we once joyed evaporates when our faith weakens. No matter how unsteady our faith is, God invites us to draw near so we can strengthen our trust in Him. When He does, He accepts no limitations. His invitation is always there. Give Him the glory, always. This again goes back to my GPS story. And I understand life right now is challenging for a lot of us. There are financial difficulties, there are health hardships. Life is a struggle for all of us. There's been death, there's been sickness, cancer. Some of our children are giving us a run for the money. There's been separation in family, job loss, lots of struggles. And sometimes whenever you think God had you on a definite path, you were so secure in the direction that you were going, and then a roadblock came up. And you're thinking, whoa, wait a minute. God, I thought this was where you were taking me. And now that door is closed. And you know, those doors closing sometimes are a test of faith, or, you know, maybe God is showing you something. It's a lesson. Sometimes we just don't know why that door closed. Maybe it has to do with the other person. Maybe he was wanting somebody else to get saved, showing somebody else God. Or maybe it was an opportunity for you to share God with someone. That's whenever you're to dive deeper. Maybe it was a chance for you to get closer. Maybe you were pulling away. Sometimes we miss opportunities because we're so consumed with the whys. Gosh, God, why are you doing that? Why is this happening? Why? Instead of saying, okay, God, what do you want me to learn? What do you want me to see? What's the next step? Sometimes, and I'm speaking to myself right now, sometimes we're so consumed with ourselves that we're not looking to see what God is trying to do with the situation at hand. There's been a lot going on with my family lately, and I keep asking God why, because I'm really not understanding it, because my family was a strong Christian family. So the whys really have me right now. And then there are some people in my life that I thought would be there for me, and they've deserted me. So again, why? And it's funny that this devotion is on the wilderness, because I have a book about the 40 days in the wilderness, and I was looking for it because I wanted to do a refresher on, the wandering, I'm all about that GPS, the rerouting, But, it just popped into my head, Sometimes we're so focused on ourselves that we're not trying to see what God's doing in the situation. But the situation with my family has been very painful. Very painful. And some of the family, it just seems like, what's the big deal? But I've told you guys before, I take everything to heart. So it's harder on me than it is on other people. So our faith. Are you wishy-washy in your faith? Are you strong in your faith? When something happens, do you waver? Like Henny Penny? The sky is falling, the sky is falling. Oh my gosh, what do we do? Or do you go straight to God and say, okay, what's the plan? What are you doing? What do we need to do? Are you full on, God? I know it's your plan. Think on that one. Have a great rest of your day.